Cars?
Because I feel like it.
Right, is there a reason why?
Yes, there is, and it's my business.
Okay, do you want to explain that business to me?
No, I don't want to explain it to you.
Okay, I'm going to identify myself as a police officer.
I know you're a police officer.
Okay.
Okay, what's your name?
PC Ailing, why are you
What's
filming
your call number?
2563.
Right, that's my business, that.
Okay.
Am I being detained?
At the moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Am I being detained? Yes or no?
Yes, at the moment.
I'm being detained. Again. Again, I've just been unlawfully detained.
Who have you been detained by?
Again, that's my business, but I've just been unlawfully detained. So you're detaining me again, are you?
Well, I'd like to talk to you and verify your details.
Right, no.
No, because...
Are you detaining me again?
Okay, at the moment, I'm going to ask you to stand still, yes.
Right, you're unlawfully detaining me.
No, well, at the moment, I need to understand...
You do not need to understand anything, because I'm taking pictures of police vehicles for Flickr, like I've just told you. Okay, people have an interest in them.
Yeah, not all of these are police vehicles.
I never said they were.
No, you just said I'm taking pictures of police vehicles.
Yes, what's that there behind you?
Tree.
Behind the tree? Don't try and pretend you're smart, because you're not. It's obviously doing this job you're not smart, so don't try and come across as smart.
The officer barely gets into the conversation before deciding Matt needs to be detained, so he can speak to him and verify his details. And that's where the logic immediately breaks down. Police can approach Matt and ask why he's filming, but he doesn't lose his freedom simply because an officer wants answers. And there's no general power to detain somebody just to establish their identity. Matt even explains why he's there. Yet, because the officer doesn't like the answer, he keeps treating it as though it somehow isn't valid. If this is meant to be a detention, the officer needs an actual statutory power and the legal grounds that trigger it. I want to speak to you isn't one. And filming vehicles visible from a public place isn't automatically an offense either.
What is your reason behind taking...
None of your business. I'm a photographer.
Are you a press photographer?
None of your business. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Right. So,
honestly, I'm taking pictures of the police van and the police cars.
No, because I saw you walking along, you're taking pictures of these.
I wasn't. I was holding my camera and looking back at what I just watched, at what I just filmed.
Show me?
No, you've got no right to look through my stuff.
Well,
if you get a warrant, you can look through it. I've already been stop searched by the chaps in there, so...
Today?
Yes, today.
Yesterday or today?
Okay, I'm not speaking. If you want to detain me, which will be unlawfully, and on your head be it. Can I just ask just one thing?
Yes.
What section of law are you detaining me under?
At the moment, I'm just talking to you.
Yeah, no, you detained me.
Okay.
What section are you detaining me under?
Well, for example, if I believe you're behaving in antisocial behaviour, I just make...
I'm not, though.
Well, it depends on what you're doing.
I'm not. No, it's not. That's it. You're never going to get me for that. That's ridiculous.
Right. There are a number of things, right? For example, people film police vehicles sometimes for terrorist purposes.
So it's section 43 you're getting me on?
Under the Terrorism Act.
So you're going to stop and search me under...
I'm not saying I'll search. I want to speak to you in this...
Right, I don't want to speak to you about it.
He wants to go through Matt's footage as though a camera automatically gives police access to whatever's been recorded. It doesn't. Without a lawful search or seizure power, Matt doesn't have to hand over his video just because the officer is curious. Then, Matt asked a question that exposes the whole detention. What section of law are you using? And the answer is basically, I'm talking to you, which is not a detention power. The officer then vaguely pivots to antisocial behavior, but if he's thinking of Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002, that requires a reasonable belief that Matt has actually engaged in behavior causing harassment, alarm, or distress. And when that still doesn't work, he jumps to terrorism, suggesting private vehicles could be filmed for terrorist purposes. But Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000 requires reasonable suspicion that the person is a terrorist, not a hypothetical possibility that footage could be misused.
I have to speak to you.
Right, but all I'm trying to do... Okay, if you said you're a law-abiding citizen, okay, all I'm trying to do is find out what you're doing, because it's not normal behaviour to go around filming...
No, unusual is not a crime.
Okay. As a police officer, okay, our job is to ensure that crime isn't being committed, okay? We don't wait for crime to be committed, and to do that we have to speak to people sometimes, intervene, inquire what people are doing.
I told you what I was doing.
Filming.
I wasn't filming, I was looking back at the video I had just taken of the ones behind me. I wasn't filming, it wasn't on record.
I'm inquiring as to why you're doing it, okay? As you said, you
I
say you're
have
a
told you.
Citizen. All I'm doing is inquiring.
You're harassing now.
Okay? Police officers cannot be guilty of harassment, okay?
Can they not?
No, they
cannot.
Oh! Carrying out their duties.
You are... That is absolutely brilliant, that.
A police officer carrying out his duties in a lawful manner isn't possible to harass a member of the public. I'm inquiring to you of what your reasoning...
Read the comments, because I think people say differently.
I'm inquiring as to what your reasoning behind filming police vehicles are.
I've told you.
You said people have interest. People have interest in marked vehicles, perhaps.
Yeah, that's right.
Why are you filming?
I wasn't. I've just told you that.
Now, the officer says Matt's behavior isn't normal, but unusual isn't illegal, and that's the distinction he keeps refusing to accept. Then he makes the astonishing claim that police officers can't be guilty of harassment. That's simply false. The Protection from Harassment Act 1997 can apply to officers. Although legitimate and reasonable conduct connected with preventing or detecting crime can be protected, that doesn't mean this encounter automatically amounts to criminal harassment either, which generally requires a course of conduct on at least 2 occasions. But claiming the badge makes officers immune from harassment law is completely wrong, and carrying out their duty isn't a magic phrase that makes every action lawful.
Why are you filming the non-marked police car?
Is that a crime?
Depends for your reasoning behind
It's
it.
not. Well, I wasn't filming them. You just keep your distance, please. No, can you keep your...
Why not?
Because I don't have to.
Would you like to show me the video you just taken?
No, I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because there's private stuff on here. I don't want to start talking through it. It's none of your business what's on here. I'm a law-abiding citizen filming vehicles. Big deal.
Right. I was asking why you're filming.
I've just explained why.
Okay. Because there is a power that enables me to
I know that. What power is that?
The
What?
Terrorism Act.
You see, you're going to stop me again for Section 43. I've just been stopped for Section 43.
Right. I don't know that, do I? Because
I've just told you.
Right.
Earlier.
You you wasn't filming these cars, and if I'm honest, I don't believe you. Okay. So when was you stopped?
About 15 minutes ago when I first got here.
Right. So.
And I've explained to them and they've gone inside.
So you're taking pictures again, are you?
I haven't finished. They came out straight away. And if I was taking pictures again, so what?
Matt finally cuts through the loop with a question this officer keeps avoiding. Is filming a crime? Instead of answering it, the officer goes straight back to wanting a reason and again asks to see the footage, this time vaguely waving around the Terrorism Act as though mentioning it gives him automatic access to Matt's camera. It doesn't. Even terrorism powers have specific thresholds and conditions. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000, for example, requires reasonable suspicion that a person is a terrorist before its search power applies. Saying, "I have powers, but I won't use them," sounds far less convincing when you won't even explain which power fits the situation.
Much round here, but if in Manchester and things like that, it's like they don't question you twice about it. I can understand it's a lot quiet around here and you probably don't get this sort of stuff, but...
Well, no, that's not true, because sometimes in the busier areas you'd probably be stopped. Like if you was wandering around London doing this, you'd be stopped probably quicker than you've been stopped around here. I can assure you that, having previously worked there.
Well, not round Manchester we haven't. It's been... They've got no problems.
Is that where you're from, Manchester?
No.
So you're from Kendal, are you?
No.
Where is it you're from?
I'm not going into it. I've done nothing wrong. I really have not done nothing wrong. This is... Can you please just leave me alone? I've done nothing wrong. I've already been questioned, spoken to. They've asked me what I'm doing. They're happy about it and they've gone away. I don't know. It's on here. I can't remember his name.
Was he in uniform? Was he not in uniform?
Yes, he was. There was 3 of them. They spoken to me. Right, look. I've done nothing wrong and I really am getting fed up with this now. This is borderline harassment.
Well, you've taken
right?
your photos. There's no piece
So-
of taking, is there?
I'll take them for as long as I want.
Well, then I'll talk to you for as long as I want.
Right, fair enough, and I'll ignore you if I want to. I don't have to speak to you. I've done nothing wrong.
The officer,
Why are you being a bully?
well, it's not really bullying.
You are being a bully now.
In what way?
Because you're intimidating me and you won't let me go and do what I want to do.
All I mean is because it's not really the done thing.
Lots of people do it. They do.
Well, can you understand why someone would approach you and ask you?
Yeah, but not like this after I've
The
explained.
moment Matt mentions Manchester, the officer spots another route into his personal information and starts fishing. Are you from Manchester? Where are you from? None of that establishes whether filming these cars is unlawful, and Matt is under no general obligation to provide his address or background, simply because an officer is curious. Then Matt makes it clear he's staying for as long as he wants, and the officer responds that he'll stand there talking to him for as long as he wants, which tells you how far this has drifted from genuine policing. He's not resolving an offense. and Matt has already answered the original question. Yet the officer seems determined to turn persistence into authority. And the strangest part is he isn't even on duty.
You go, right, when you're driving about in these, what about when you have like just normal members of the public? I mean, if they wanted to find out any details or anything, they'd come down here, have a look, and then just, you know, I don't see why you feel the threat of them if they were in the background, etc. Why?
I'll tell you why personally, because I've personally experienced people who have taken registration numbers of unmarked police cars in an attempt to avail authorities, really. They sometimes make those vehicles public, and I said not all of these are police vehicles, so sometimes people think why do people want to obtain members of the public car details.
Right, best thing to do is have a word with your colleagues and tell them to use public transport if it's that much of an issue.
Should they not be allowed to drive?
Yes, they should be allowed, but if they're that bothered about someone taking a picture and their car's been in the background, then they're better off using public transport.
The thing is, it's to inquire about your intentions. A police officer needs to speak with people to find out what people's intentions are. Well, so
but you can't just detain people for that purpose.
Well, no,
if they've committed a crime...
It's called a stop and account. So what it is, I stop you and ask you to account for your behaviour in your actions or why you're...
But people don't have to speak to the police. You've got to understand that. Always.
In some circumstances,
unless you have been suspected of committing a crime or about to commit a crime, you do not have to talk to the police. But the police have already told me that. The police have told me that.
Now, the officer tries to make the registration plates sound far more sensitive than they are. These vehicles exist in everyday public view where their plates can be captured incidentally by phones, CCTV, and dash cams. So, his personal experience of people previously writing registrations down doesn't make Matt's filming suspicious by association. Then, he finally labels this encounter a stop and account, which actually weakens his position further. A stop and account is a voluntary interaction. Police can ask what you're doing, where you've been, or for your details, but you're not obliged to answer. And you can walk away unless some separate legal power is being exercised.
You're committing antisocial behaviour.
I wasn't, though.
I'm saying I can require...
You're saying all these, suggesting all these things that I haven't done, though. It's all well and good saying them, if I was, but I haven't.
Until I speak with you, I don't know your intention.
Right, and I've explained to you what I'm doing, though, so therefore you must
and I still
think...
feel, if I'm honest, it's a bit out of the ordinary. It's not the normal.
Again, it's not a crime, is it? Out of the ordinary.
Well, that's why you're not honest.
Right, so I'm still detained, though.
No, I've inquired...
Right, am I detained then?
No.
I'm free to go now.
And what I need to do now is make...
Am I still being detained?
No,
can you answer me?
Would you like to provide your details? So
if you answer my question first, am I still being detained?
I no longer need to speak to you in connection
right.
with the
Bye bye.
Your details
no, I wouldn't.
Fill out the stop and account
no,
form?
It's none of your business.
Would you like me to fill out a stop and account form?
You've wasted enough of my time already. And I'll be finding out as to why you've unlawfully detained me when I've been doing nothing wrong. And you will be held accountable for it. And you'll be spoken to and you'll be taught the law. And next time you have an interaction with someone taking pictures, whether they're marked cars, unmarked cars, you will learn that they are allowed to do that and they do not have to be stopped about it.
Say you want a stop and account. Would you like to provide your details so I can carry out a stop and account?
What is it about? No, do you not understand? Okay.
You're talking here by your own choice.
I'm just saying, as long as you know you're going to be held accountable and you're going to get a bit of retraining. Okay? Right. I will just finish this one anyway. I'm not going to... The van. I'm not hanging around. I'll go when I'm ready, but I shall not be long. Can you not... Is there no way you're like spending the general public's money better doing something more constructive?
I'm not on duty, yeah. It's costing nothing.
Oh, you're not? Alright. Well, if you're not on duty then...
I place myself on duty.
All the more reason to go away.
I done that bit for free.
By the end, the officer is still throwing legal terminology at the situation rather than identifying something Matt has actually done. Now, antisocial behavior gets mentioned as another example, but powers aren't built on examples of offenses somebody might commit, and then the entire encounter quietly deflates. Matt isn't detained. The officer confirms this is only a stop and account, yet still asks him to provide his details for it. But that's exactly where Matt understands a position better than the officer has made it sound that a stop and account doesn't carry a general power, compelling somebody to identify themselves. Matt refuses, starts walking away, and suddenly all those references to terrorism, antisocial behavior, and suspicious filming amount to absolutely nothing capable of keeping him there. The officer could have approached, asked what Matt was doing, heard the explanation, and carried on with his day. Instead, an off-duty officer turned lawful filming into a drawn-out legal guessing game, repeatedly reaching for powers he never actually committed to using. If you found value in this breakdown, make sure you like the video, share it, and subscribe to support the channel and help keep this kind of accountability in the spotlight.